नमो नमः। विद्या मित्रं प्रवासेषु, भार्या मित्रं गृहेषु च, व्याधितस्य औषधं मित्रं, धर्मो मित्रं मृतस्य च. So this Subhashitam is about who is a friend. Vidya mitram pravaseshu. Knowledge, Vidya, is our friend in our journey called life. Bharya mitram griheshu cha. Of course, the literal meaning goes like this: the wife is the friend in our home, but it could be the spirit of the sentence is that the spouse is the friend for a householder. Vyadhitasya aushadham mitram. Medicines are our friends in illness. And dharmo mitram mritasya cha. Dharma or righteousness is the friend even after death. So out of these 4 lines, I would like to pick the second phrase, which goes like this: Bharya mitram griheshu cha. So not only for householders, for celestials too, it seems that this is true, and the wife is given precedence even by the Lord. The Lord gives precedence and importance to his consort. It is said that when we visit a Vishnu temple, we must first walk into the shrine of the goddess and pour our grief out to her. She is an embodiment of compassion, and she will recommend our case to the Lord. So by the time we go around her shrine and come and present ourselves in front of the Lord, she would have secretly spoken to him and to cast his benign glance upon us and to forgive our sins and to bestow the good things of life upon us. So the goddess is always given precedence, not only with us, but also with the Lord himself. So let me narrate to you an interesting episode. It is the month of Panguni, the Tamil month of Panguni, which falls in March, April, during that time. And the stage is set in the Srirangam temple for Lord Ranganatha to visit his consort, Goddess Ranganayaki. The shrines for Lord Ranganatha and Ranganayaki are different in the temple in the Srirangam temple, but one day in the whole year they will be brought together and they will stay together in the same shrine, and that will be celebrated as a festival. So it is that time of the year, and Lord Ranganatha he has come to the doorstep of the goddess, and he's waiting for her to open the door and welcome him. But she's in no mood to welcome him. In fact, she's not at all in a good mood. She's in an angry mood. She shuts the door upon him, and not only that, she flings bamboo shoots, fruits, and flowers, and all the things that she can lay her hands on. She's throwing at him. So he's at her doorstep, but she doesn't want to receive him. So the Lord is shocked. So he says, "My beloved, what is wrong with you? This is not how you are. You generally welcome me with the chanting of slokas and offer a magnificent seat for me. But today the door is being repeatedly shut upon me. And not only that, look at this, you're throwing all sorts of things upon me. What is the matter? Why are you doing this?" So the goddess responds. She says, actually, some news has reached the goddess's ears. She has just heard, she's got the grapevine news that the Lord has been visiting Kamalavalli Nachiyar in Urayur. Now, what is this? Urayur is another, it is counted as one of the divine destinations, one of the 108 divine destinations dedicated to Lord Vishnu. And Kamalavalli Nachiyar was born there. She was born there in this town, and she prayed to Vishnu, and she prayed that he has to come and marry her. And Lord Ranganatha, Vishnu, who was in the incarnation of Lord Ranganatha, goes to Urayur and he marries Kamalavalli. So that is the legend of the temple in Urayur. And the goddess over there in Urayur temple, Tirukori is also the name of the divine destination where this temple is located, and she is the predominant goddess over there. It is also called the Nachiyar Koil, Urayur Nachiyar Koil, and he Lord Ranganatha is received as Aragiya Manavalan in Orayur, in that particular temple. Aragiya Manavalan means the handsome groom. So he goes there as a groom to marry Kamalavalli. Therefore, he is welcomed and received as the groom over there. So now the news of this whole thing has reached Ranganayaki, who is also the consort of Ranganatha residing in Srirangam. So she says, "So my lord, you're asking me why I'm upset. Let me tell you. But before that, let me ask you, why are your eyes red and your tilak is disheveled, your clothes are disheveled. I can see vermilion spread everywhere. Your sindoor is spread all over your beautiful yellow garments, and I can see nail marks on your hand and on your chest. So I suspect something. Where have you been?" She questions him. Then she says, "Oh, the ring also. The ring that you are wearing, that's missing. Where is it? Where has it gone?" So now the Lord has to give an explanation. So he says, "No, yes, I had been to Urayor to bless the devotees over there, and I lost my ring. Yes, see, I've been going around the streets of Urayor to collect some money so that I can buy a new ring for you." But the Tayar is not. But Ranganayaki goddess is not at all convinced. So she begins to question him again, and she refuses to let him into her chambers. A wordy duel ensues between the Lord, who is waiting outside, and Ranganayaki, who is on this side, and who is refusing to let him in. So that is when eventually Nammarvar arrives at the scene. The chief Arvar of the Arvar saints, Nammarvar, he arrives at the scene as a mediator, and he finally he convinces Ranganayaki, and by speaking on behalf of the Lord, and reassures her of his commitment to her. And it is only then that Ranganayaki, the goddess Ranganayaki, relents, and she lets Ranganatha into her chambers. So this celestial drama of the goddess's pretended resentment for the Lord is enacted each year in the month of Panguni in the Srirangam temple, by the repeated closing of doors, and by throwing flinging the soft banana shoot and fruits and milk, curds, butter, everything is flung on the god, and then the doors are shut. The god will be taken away, and then again he attempts to enter, again the doors are shut. So the celestial drama is enacted each year in Srirangam temple. And of course, after that, this is known as the Mattayadi Utsavam. This festival is known as the Mattayadi Utsavam because they keep hitting the Lord gets hit by these shoots, no? So it's called Mattayadi Utsavam. And finally, the Serti Sevai happens, meaning the Lord Ranganatha and Ranganayaki are brought on the same throne. They are placed on the same throne post their reconciliation, and they will stay there for one full day, after which the Lord will leave for his chamber. So they have two separate chambers. On all other days, they have two separate shrines. Only on that particular day, on the day of Panguni Uttiram festival, during that festival alone, they are brought together, and this entire drama is enacted. So the Lord will leave the next day, only to come back again the next year in the month of Panguni. So Bharya Mitram Griheshu Cha. So the goddess establishes her precedence and supremacy in her household and also over the Lord. But the underlying meaning, as I said earlier, is that the goddess is very compassionate. So it is said that she secretly influences the Lord, and she tells him to overlook the sins of us mortals. She is the bridge between the Atma and the Paramatma, it is believed. So that is the importance that the Lord himself accords to her, to his consorts. So Bharya Mitram Griheshu Cha Vyadhitasya Aushadham Mitram Dharmo Mitram Mritasya Cha. However, dharma, righteousness, is our friend even after death, and that is what will help us attain the Lord. So says the Subhashitam. Namo Namaha.